Ever been swept off your feet so fast that you didn't even know that your shoes were missing? Like 1 minute you're the center of someone's universe, and the next you're trying to figure out if they've joined the witness protection program because poof, they're gone. Or worse, they're still there. But now you're apparently the most annoying person alive. Well, welcome to the glamorous or not so glamorous, emotionally devastating ride known as the narcissist cycle. Love bomb, devalue, discard. It sounds dramatic, right? Well, that's because it is. This isn't just a breakup, guys. This is emotional sabotage dressed up as romance. Now, let's pull this cycle apart piece by piece so you can finally stop blaming yourself for what they wanted you to feel. But before we do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a future video. Hey guys, I'm Nova. I'm a trauma-informed therapist from Brighter Outlook Counselling Service, and I'm here to help you cope or escape, heal from your toxic relationship. Okay, so let's set the scene. You meet them. They're charming, witty, completely obsessed with your face, your brain, your trauma even, your dog, everything. They want to know everything about you. They mirror your interests. They say things like, I've never felt this connection with anyone. It's like I've known you forever. You just get me. And it's week 2. They text constantly. They respond immediately. They can't wait to see you again, even if it's just that they left your place 5 minutes ago. They might even say they love you. Those 3 magic words, I love you, before they know your middle name. And you think, wow, finally, someone who sees me, someone who's emotionally available, someone who actually wants to commit. Nope, that's not what it is. This isn't a deep soul connection, guys. It's a strategic illusion. They're love bombing you. It is over the top for a reason. It is a dumping extreme amount of affection, attention, and praise on you so fast that your head spins, and so intensely that your critical thinking shuts down. You bond, you attach, you trust, and that's exactly the point. The narcissist doesn't want to get a person where they can get to know them, get to know the real you. They just want access. They want access to your energy, your validation, your attention. And once they feel like they've secured you emotionally, they move on to the next phase. Okay, let's look at phase 2, devalue, also commonly known as emotional death by 1,000 cuts. This is where it all starts to get really weird. Suddenly, the texts slow down. The compliments dry up. That person who once stared at you like you were made of glitter now acts like you're a burden. You irritate them even. They start making little comments like, why are you so sensitive? Or, I was just joking. Ugh, you always take things the wrong way. Now you're second guessing yourself. Was that an insult? Am I being too dramatic? They used to adore me. Maybe I'm the problem. And that's the trap. The narcissist needs you confused, balanced. They want you confused all the time, unsure of yourself, craving that original love bombing high. You start working harder to please them. You want that feeling back again when you are on that pedestal. You start trying to win them back, doing more, saying less, walking on eggshells to avoid another sarcastic jab or the silent treatment. Meanwhile, they might be flirting with other people right in front of you, making plans and excluding you, comparing you to their ex, undermining your achievements with a big smirk on their face. And calm down, it's not that deep. And here's the kicker. They don't just criticize. You start feeling like they actually enjoy watching you squirm, because they do. They devalue you, and the devalue phase is not accidental. It's a power move. They're chipping away at your self-worth so slowly and subtly that by the time you realize you're being emotionally tortured, you're too exhausted and trauma bonded to leave. And that brings us to the final stage, phase 3, the discard, the vanishing act. Sometimes they just ghost. Other times they blow up at you over something ridiculous. They'll storm out and leave you staring at the wall thinking, wait, what just happened? Or worse, they discard you while love bombing someone else right in front of you on social media, at work, wherever. Suddenly there's a new soulmate and they're everything you're not. At least that's the narrative they're spinning. You feel used, replaced, and the worst part, you still miss them. That's the cruelty of this cycle. It creates an addiction. Literally, that's what a trauma bond is. The love bombing gives your brain dopamine. The devalue triggers anxiety and a need for validation. The discard leaves you in withdrawal. Literally, you're trauma bonded, emotionally hooked on the very person who broke you, the person who doesn't exist. And when they walk away, they show no empathy, no closure. It's like you never existed. You're left trying to piece together the relationship, rereading old messages, trying to understand where it all went wrong. Here's a secret, guys. It didn't go wrong. It went exactly how they planned it. And then, surprise, surprise, they come back just when you start healing, gaining clarity, maybe even seeing a therapist. They're back with some comment like, hey, stranger, or, you know what, I was just thinking about you, or I miss what we had, and your heart, it jumps, right? And that is because part of you still wants to believe that the love bomb was real, that maybe they do miss you, that maybe you weren't crazy after all. No, it's just another manipulation, guys, what we call a Hoover, named after the Hoover vacuum cleaner, to suck you back. They're checking if your emotional doors are still unlocked. They don't miss you. They miss controlling you. Close that door, guys. Change the locks. Block the number. Okay, let's get real for a second. If you've been through this cycle, I need you to hear this loud and clear. You are not crazy. You are not broken. You didn't imagine it. You were emotionally manipulated by someone who used love as a weapon, someone who used your empathy as a weapon against you, and the fact that you were trusting, and you're not weak for falling for it. Narcissists don't target weak people. They target good people, people who are the opposite of them. empathic, loyal, open-hearted people who believe in connection and honesty. That's not something to be ashamed of. That's something to heal and to protect. Okay, how to break this cycle? Well, stop romanticizing the beginning. It wasn't real, guys. The person you miss, that was a mask. Go no contact or grey rock, whichever you can manage. Educate yourself. The more you understand these patterns, the less power they have over you. Rebuild your self-worth slowly, gently. You've been through enough. Get support. Seek out a trauma-informed therapist, someone who understands narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships, someone like myself. By the way, guys, if you'd like to have a one-on-one Zoom counseling session, please just see my link for Brighter Outlook Counseling Service online in the description. You are not broken, guys. This is to people all over the world, and it thrives in silence. That's why we're talking about it. If this cycle feels familiar, please tell me in the comments what tipped you off. Was it the hot and cold treatment, the gaslighting, the ghosting, followed by a, hey, you up? Text 3 months later? I want you to know you can heal. You can break this cycle, and you can absolutely, unapologetically choose peace over chaos. Make sure to subscribe, guys, so you don't miss future videos on how to spot red flags before you're neck deep in them. And please don't forget to hit that like and follow button. I would love to see you in the next videos. And of course, don't forget to grab my book, Fake Love. It is your no BS guide to surviving and thriving after narcissistic abuse. You do not owe anyone your silence. You don't owe them another chance, and you certainly don't owe them good manners, and you sure as hell don't owe them your sanity. You deserve the kind of love that feels calm, not confusing, solid, not secretive, honest, not hot one day and ice cold the next. You're not too much. You're not too sensitive. You were just too real for someone who never was. See you in the next episode.